today we're going to continue with our Percy Jackson Matchbox chapter summaries. I'm having a moment this afternoon, and I don't understand why my class is so crazy, and I don't know if I'm going to put this in the vlog or not, but they're actually a little insane this afternoon. Good morning and welcome back to my channel. Today is Thursday, or like I like to refer to, Friday Eve, May 17th. And I apologize in advance if the audio is a little low or low quality, but I accidentally left my mic at home. Oh well. So today we're going to continue with our Percy Jackson Matchbox chapter summaries, as well as reading about 3 or 4 chapters today, getting reared up so that we can at least hit maybe halfway through the book by tomorrow so that we can finish the book next week. I know that's ambitious, but we only have 15 days of school left, counting today. And that is very, very little days with everything that I still have planned for my students to do before the year actually ends. All right, so before I let the students in, which I need to let them in soon, I had about 4 students absent from my homeroom class yesterday. So I'm going to kind of help them with their baggie project, with the Matchbook chapter summary project, and I'm gonna start it up for them so that they're not super behind and can sort of be where the rest of the students are. All right, so let me go ahead and do that, and I'll see you later. Show these for a while, but I keep forgetting to bring my camera every time I come down here. But this is the 1st and 2nd grade wing, and this is the 2nd grade's classwork, and they did this for Earth Day, and look how cool this is. So they have the acronym of Earth Day, and they wrote different things that they were thankful for or things that they can do to help the earth, and they did like a quilt. So I wanted to show you this because I thought this was such a neat idea, and I definitely have to find out which TPT resource this is, and I'll link it down below. It's now my lunchtime, and actually during my planning time, which I did have today, which I'm very grateful for, I had to go ahead and turn in some award certificates to one of my assistant principals. So I was going around making sure I collected all the award certificates from all the teachers in my team, and I did that. So I didn't have really time to vlog during my planning time, but right now it's my lunchtime and I'm getting ready to eat because I'm very hungry. And I wanted to quickly tell everyone about my 300 subscribers giveaway. Today, we actually reached our 300 subscribers. We have 301 the last time I checked. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I am doing a small giveaway, so if you would like to participate in this giveaway, click on the card that I'm going to put up here so that you learn more about it. All right, this morning what we were able to do, my homeroom students worked on their summaries. They were able to do chapters 1 and 2, and we needed to keep 3 for tomorrow because we were running out of time and we needed to read. I wanted to read 4 chapters today, but it ended up being only like 1.5. So tomorrow we need to catch up to make sure that we reach at least halfway through the book between tomorrow and Monday so that we can finish the entire book by next week, Friday. So let's see how it goes. I mean, I know it's ambitious, but hey, I'm going to try it anyway. So let me go ahead and eat, and I'll see you later. I say that I'm having a moment this afternoon, and I don't understand why my class is so crazy, and I don't know if I'm going to put this in the vlog or not, but they're actually a little insane this afternoon. Not everyone, because there are some of the kids that, shout out to you, girl. Shout out to you, girl. Shout out to you, boy. Shout out to you, girl, and you. Yeah, everybody else is like,
I'm gonna bite you, Miss Sanchez.
What did these children eat for lunch today? Because they're a little bit too crazy right now.
Crazy sauce.
I just want to show that this is proof of how crazy the end of the year can be. Because these children have lost their minds.
I heard that.
Nevertheless, I still love them. Even though right now I would love for them to just listen to what I have to say.
I have to bite you.
I'll bite you. I'll bite you.
Don't bite you. You're my meal. You're my meal.
No, you're my meal.
Now back to our regularly scheduled program. We left off at the part where Grover shows up at the cabin in the middle of that storm, right after Percy had that dream about the eagle and the horse.
With no
Remember?
pants.
So then Mom wakes up, opens the door. There's Grover with no pants. Percy then eventually tells his mom what happened at the museum with Mrs. Dodds and what happened with the 3 old ladies at the fruit stand. And the mom tells them both to
Get in
the car, and they leave. So this is where we are. We pick up right there. Chapter 4, it's 44 on my page. What is on yours?
44.
Perfect. My mother teaches me bullfighting. We tore through the night along dark country roads. Wind slammed against the Camaro. Rain lashed the windshield. I didn't know how my mom could see anything, but she kept her foot on the gas. Every time there was a flash of lightning, I looked at Grover sitting next to me in the back seat, and I wondered if I'd gone insane or if he was wearing some kind of shag carpet pants. But no, the smell was one I remembered from kindergarten field trips to the petting zoo. Lanolin, like from wool. The smell of a wet barnyard animal. All I could think to say was, so, you and my mom know each other? Percy, my mom said. There's too much to explain and not enough time. We have to get you to safety. Safety from what? Who's after me? Oh, nobody much, Grover said, obviously still miffed about the donkey comment. Just the Lord of the Dead and a few of his bloodthirstiest minions. Grover? Sorry, Mrs. Jackson. Can you drive faster, please? I tried to wrap my mind around what was happening, but I couldn't do it. I knew this wasn't a dream. I had no imagination. I could never dream of something this weird. I tried mine, stuck too. I looked up desperately at the hole in the roof. It might have been an exit, but the edges were sizzling and smoking. Climb out the passenger side, my mother told me. Percy, you have to run. Do you see that big tree? What? Another flash of lightning, and through the smoking hole in the roof, I saw the tree she meant. A huge White House Christmas tree-sized pine at the crest of the nearest hill. That's the property line, my mom said. Get over to that hill and you'll see a big farmhouse down in the valley. Run and don't look back. Yell for help. Don't stop until you reach the door. Mom, you're coming too. Her face was pale, her eyes as sad as when she looked at the ocean. No, I shouted. You are coming with me. Help me carry Grover. Food? Grover moaned a little louder. The man with the blanket on his head kept coming toward us, making his grunting, snorting, sad noises. The woman grunted, pawing the ground. He kept eyeing my mother, who was now retreating slowly downhill, back toward the road, trying to lead the monster away from Grover. Run, Percy, she told me. I can't go any farther. Run! But I just stood there, frozen in fear, as the monster charged her. She tried to sidestep, as she told me to do, but the monster had learned his lesson. His hand shot out and grabbed her by the neck as she tried to get away. He lifted her as she struggled, kicking and pummeling in the air. Mom! She caught my eyes, managed to choke out one last word. Go!
Oh, God.
Then, with an angry roar, the monster closed his fists around my mother's neck, and she dissolved before my eyes, melting into light, shimmering golden form as if she were a holographic projection. A blinding flash, and she was simply gone. No! Anger replaced my fear. Newfound strength burned in my limbs. The same rush of energy I'd gotten when Mrs. Dodds grew talons. The bullman bore down on Grover, who lay helpless in the ground. I put my back to the big pine tree and waved my red jacket in front of the bullman, thinking I'd jump out of the way at the last moment. But it didn't happen like that. The bullman charged too fast, his arms out to grab me, whichever way I tried to dodge. Time slowed down. My legs tensed. I couldn't jump sideways, so I leaped straight off. Kicking off from the creature's head, using it as a springboard, turning in midair, and landing on his neck. How did I do that? I didn't have time to figure it out. A millisecond later, the monster's head slammed into the tree, and the impact nearly knocked my teeth out. The bullman staggered around, trying to shake me. I locked my arms around his horns to keep from being thrown. Thunder and lightning were still going strong. The rain was in my eyes. The smell of rotten meat burned my nostrils. The monster shook himself around and bucked like a rodeo bull. I thought about how he had squeezed the life out of my mother, made her disappear in a flash of light, and rage filled me like high-octane fuel. I got both hands around one horn and pulled backward with all my might. The monster tensed, gave a surprised grunt, then snap! The bullman screamed and flung me through the air. I landed flat on my back in the grass. My head smacked against a rock. When I sat up, my vision was blurry, but I had a horn in my hands, a ragged bone weapon the size of a knife. The monster charged. Without thinking, I rolled to one side and came up kneeling. As the monster barreled past, I drove the broken horn straight into his side, right up under his furry rib cage. The bullman roared in agony. He flailed, clawing at his chest, then began to disintegrate. Not like my mother, in a flash of golden light, but like crumbling sand blown away in chunks by the wind, the same way Mrs. Dodds had burst apart. The monster was gone. My head felt like it was splitting open. I was weak and scared and trembling with grief. I just seen my mother vanish. I wanted to lie down and cry, but there was Grover needing my help. So I managed to haul him up and staggered down into the valley toward the lights of the farmhouse. I was crying, calling for my mother, but I held on to Grover. I wasn't going to let him go. The last thing I remember is collapsing on a wooden porch, looking up at a ceiling fan circling above me, muffs flying around a yellow light, and the stern faces of a familiar-looking bearded man and a pretty girl, her blonde hair curled like a princess's. They both looked at me, and the girl said, "He's the one. He must be." "Silence, Annabeth," the man said. "He's still conscious. Bring him inside."
Oh, snap!
What?
I can't believe his mother disintegrated though. Like,
You see what the author did? He made you love his mom because she was amazing. And then in the next chapter,
you know what? That author needs.
he's pretty good though. You like that chapter? That chapter was a lot of action. It's the end of the day, and boy, has it been a day, especially in the afternoon, because my afternoon class was a little bit too crazy in their behavior, but it's okay. All in good fun. They were not really misbehaving too badly. They were talking and acting a little more crazy. I had a girl saying that she wants to bite me, but she's been saying that for a day. It's just her way of being funny, and she's super hilarious. She's one of our big personalities, and we all have great laughs with her. We were able to read up to halfway chapter 5 in both classes, so we'll continue reading tomorrow. And tomorrow we're also going to do another activity, which is part of our end of the year special activity that we do with the students. So I'll talk more about it tomorrow. Right now I am super tired and I'm getting ready to get out of here since yesterday I stayed after school 2 additional hours than I was supposed to. So I'm gonna go home and I'll see you tomorrow. So I was finally able to do the pay for the person behind me at Starbucks. I'm at Starbucks happy hour right now on my way home, and I just paid for the person behind me. They have no idea. So it makes me feel so good. I've been trying to do this for the past 2 weeks and I finally got it. I finally got to pay for someone behind me at Starbucks. Yay for my 27 days of kindness. Feel great. So as I'm editing this part of the video, I noticed that there is no audio, even though I am using a microphone. And basically what I am just saying here is good morning, it's Friday, or like I like to refer to as Friday. I am wearing red because today is Haitian Flag Day. So I am wearing it in honor of Haitian heritage, and part of our extended family is from Haiti. So happy Haitian Flag Day to all my Haitian friends and family out there. And I'm also sharing that today we are going to try to read Percy Jackson, even though later on you're going to discover that we didn't quite get to read Percy Jackson today. We ended up spending most of our time working on a project that I will talk more about later. All right, so I'm not gonna bore you anymore with this clip where what I am saying does not match what my lips are saying in motion. I am going to now move to the next clip, which is a preview of the luncheon that we had during lunch today in honor of Haitian heritage. All right, see you then. So now it's the end of the day, and my apologies for the messy bun, but my room is still hot since Tuesday. But somebody tried to come in and check it and see what they can do. Hopefully by next week it'll be a lot better than it is now. And I couldn't really vlog throughout the day because my specials were canceled because the teacher was sick, so she had to leave early. And during lunch, I showed you the clip of the Haitian Heritage luncheon that we had. So I actually ended up eating lunch outside with the rest of my team. And it was really nice to sit with them and have a nice lunch with them. So now it's the end of the day. I just finished reorganizing all the desks. I swept the floor and I am exhausted. It is Friday. Now it's time for the weekend to rest and relax, to re-energize, so that I can do it all over again next week, which is going to be our last 5-day school week. Because after that, we have Memorial Day on Monday. So we have a 4-day school week. And then the week after that is the last day of school. And the students' last day is on Thursday, June 7th. And our last day without the students is on June 8th. So right now I want to show you what was the activity that we did do today. It took up the entire class period because we had to have discussions about character traits and what best character traits described each of our classmates. They needed time to think. I also helped them think about the other class because sometimes they're not with them a lot of times. They only see them around lunchtime. They don't really share any specials together. So I kind of went down the list of the opposite class to kind of tell them what words would describe them. And that helped them figure out what word to describe their classmates from the other class that they don't get to spend time with every day. So let me show you that activity right now. So the activity is called Just One Word. And what I did is I wrote down all the names of our students. The list for my homeroom is on the left and the list for my other class is on the right, along with my name and my co-teacher's name. And the students had to think of one word that best describes each of their classmates and their teacher and write that word on the line. And on the back, they had the place where they put their name, and they chose colors because I used the words that they pick for each other to create word clouds. And I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. So I chose my colors. But if you notice down here, I gave them a list of character traits that were positive that they can use to describe their classmates. They didn't have to stick to only this list, but they needed to make sure that the words that they picked were positive aspects of that person. So that's what we ended up doing today. And the kids had to choose a word for each classmate. And then I'll show you how I used them and the website that I used to create their word clouds. So the website that I used in order to create their word clouds is called wordart.com. It used to be called tagool.com, but they changed it since I last used it, which was last year. But all of my work is saved, so I can go to my artwork and you can see the different word clouds that I was able to create for my students last year. This is my word cloud that I created based on the words that the students chose for me on that just one word activity. And if you notice, the colors that I told the kids to choose is because over here in style, I can actually choose the colors that they asked for that, and I can create their word cloud. This is then saved as an image, and then I import it into a PowerPoint. Let me show you that right now. So these were the word clouds from last year, and as you can see, I just inserted the image so it takes up this whole space, and I centered it in the middle of the page, and then at the bottom I put a footer. And the footer has our school name, both of our teacher names, the grade level, and the school year. And then we print this out and we put it in one of those Dollar Tree document frames for diplomas or certificates. I buy one for each student. We do have 36 students this year, so I'll be buying 36. Actually, a couple extras so that I can have one for myself and one for my co-teacher. And we put these in there, and these become our end of the year gifts for our students for this school year. And we present these at the end of our award ceremony, which will be June 1st. I do want to say that this just one word activity is not my original activity. I will try to find the website where I got this activity from. I believe I did find this on Pinterest. So whichever website it was that I got this idea from, I'll go ahead and link them in the description box below. And I wanted to show you what I mean by the gift. So once we print out the word clouds in color, and as you can see, there's the footer right there. They get placed in these frames, like I said, that I got from Dollar Tree for just $1. And this becomes their end of the year gift from my co-teacher and myself. Just a quick update on our giveaway. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and watch my giveaway video, which I'll put a card up here, and I'll also link it in the description box below. We are currently at 316 subscribers since we started the giveaway, which is amazing. Thank you so much for showing all your love and support. Also, make sure that your subscription settings are not set to private so that I can see you as my subscriber in my list of subscribers. Because if I can't see you there, then I cannot verify that you are really a subscriber to my channel. Also, make sure that if you do want to enter the giveaway, you do have to not just comment, but you have to comment your favorite quote. And that's when I will let you know that you have officially been entered in the giveaway, and then I'll give you an entry number. If you do not have an entry number, then you have not been officially entered into the giveaway. You have until Sunday at midnight, 12 a.m., in order to enter in this giveaway. The winner will be selected on Monday. Good luck to everyone, and if you have any questions, go ahead and ask them down below. That's basically all we were able to do today. We did not get any reading done in Percy Jackson. While the students went to their honor roll breakfast, the rest of the students that were left behind continue working on their Matchbook chapter summaries for Percy Jackson for the chapters that we have already read, which we read 4 complete chapters. We're in the middle of chapter 5 right now. So that means that next week's reading is going to be very ambitious. And on Wednesday, we won't be able to do any reading because we will be having our 4th grade luau, which you will see also next week. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought, any questions you may have. If you haven't subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And I'll see you next week. Have a beautiful, magical day, and don't forget to smile.